Hello, knowledge seekers. Today, we are exploring a concept that influences the price of almost everything you buy, yet remains poorly understood by most: tariffs. Have you ever wondered why your favorite sneakers suddenly increased in price by $20? Or why the cost of lumber for a simple backyard project soared? Tariffs might be the invisible force driving those price hikes. In this video, we will break down what tariffs actually are, how they function, who truly bears the cost, and whether they are worth the economic instability they often trigger. Let's dive in. Section 1. The Tariff Mystery Explained. Imagine you operate a lemonade stand in your neighborhood, selling each cup for $2. Business is going well until your neighbor starts selling identical lemonade for just $1, drawing all your customers away. Now, imagine your parents step in and mandate that anyone purchasing the neighbor's lemonade must pay an additional $1.50 tax. Suddenly, your $2 lemonade appears to be the better deal compared to their $2.50 price tag. That is essentially what a tariff is, a specialized tax imposed by a government on imported goods to make them more expensive than locally produced alternatives. However, here is the detail most politicians won't mention. Unlike the lemonade scenario where your neighbor takes the hit, it is usually the consumers in the importing country who end up paying that extra cost. Section 2. Tariff flavors. Pick your poison. Tariffs come in different varieties, much like ice cream, though they are far less enjoyable. First, we have specific tariffs. Think of these as a flat fee, such as a $1.50 charge per item. For instance, a $5 tariff on every pair of imported shoes means that whether you were buying a $20 pair of budget sneakers or $200 designer footwear, that same $5 is tacked onto the price. Then we have ad valorem tariffs, a Latin term meaning according to value. These are percentage-based. A 10% ad valorem tariff means your $20 sneakers get a $2 surcharge, while those $200 luxury shoes face a $20 increase. Want to see something extreme? Consider the impact of higher percentages. A 50% tariff on a $100 item adds $50. A 100% tariff doubles the cost to $200, and a 200% tariff triples it to $300. It is no wonder businesses panic when governments threaten such steep levies on their products. Section 3. The Tariff Showdown. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Are tariffs heroes or villains in our economic narrative? Let's examine both sides. On the positive side, they can protect local industries. When South Korea was developing its auto industry in the 1970s, it used tariffs to shield companies like Hyundai and Kia from established foreign competition, giving them time to refine their technology and quality. Today, those brands compete successfully on a global scale. Additionally, tariffs act as a government revenue stream, which can be vital for developing nations with limited tax systems. They also serve as bargaining chips in international diplomacy. The threat of higher barriers is often used as leverage in trade negotiations. On the negative side, your wallet feels the impact. If foreign goods are taxed, you end up paying more for the same products. Businesses are often caught in the crossfire. Consider a small guitar manufacturer that imports specialized wood from Brazil. If that wood is subject to a tariff, their production costs rise, forcing them to either raise prices, losing customers, or absorb the costs, which reduces their profits. Furthermore, there's the retaliation spiral. When one country imposes tariffs on another, the affected country typically responds with its own, triggering a trade war. Just like in military conflicts, nobody truly wins these battles. Section 4. Follow the money. Who really pays?
Let's be clear about who actually pays the bill. Politicians often claim that foreign countries are paying billions in tariffs to the government.
But is that true? Let's say a foreign manufacturer sells TVs to U.S. retailers for $400 each. The government then imposes a 25% tariff, adding $100 per unit. Now, someone must cover that $100. It is unlikely the foreign manufacturer will simply absorb the loss, and the retailer will certainly try to avoid the hit. Consequently, the cost is passed down to you. The consumer ends up paying $500 instead of $400. Even though it looks like the tariff is targeting a foreign entity, it is frequently the consumer who pays the higher price. Occasionally, a manufacturer might slightly lower their profit margins to remain competitive, but more often they simply raise prices, shift production to countries unaffected by the tariffs, or stop selling to that market entirely. This is the uncomfortable truth. Despite political rhetoric suggesting that other countries foot the bill, it is primarily the consumer who ends up paying through higher prices on everyday goods. While tariffs can, in specific circumstances and with careful planning, help nascent industries gain a foothold, the economic consensus is clear. Broad, sweeping tariffs typically cause more harm than good. The next time you hear a politician claim that tariffs are making another country pay, remember who is actually checking their receipt at the store. If you found this explanation helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more complex topics made simple. Drop a comment below and let me know which economic mystery you want me to tackle next.